my next door neighbor stopped by, and he had just gotten his wife some pots and pans, and he wanted a way to be able to store the lids. He came up when we were talking with this rendition here of this is just a prototype from a box, obviously. And he wanted the lids possibly in this box. Well, that was all right. Looked kind of bulky to me. So after thinking about it, and in fact, quick story here. We did this just as a prototype of a box I had to see what he wanted. And we cut this up and I told him to take it home. Take him across the street here to the wife and say, hey, it's done. And she was ready to accept this. So anyhow, I thought I'd come up with something a little bit better. And that's when I came up with this. A few dowels cut. Some poplar I had handy. I was going to put some felt legs on it. And I think this is a lot better design. So let's go cut this out. We'll start with, I got a piece of poplar here, and we'll rip it down the middle here. So I got 3 inches, so 1.5 inches. Easy enough. Let's go rip that down. And we'll work out the spacing here. For the pegs. I'm going to make my pegs, let's see, I'm going to make them about 4.5 inches tall. So that means they'll need at least 5 inches because they're going to go through the wood. Let's just cut one. What did I say? 4.5 inches. Certainly did, so that's about there. I want 4.5 inches protruding from the top of the piece of wood. So I'm going to make my dowels 5 1/4 because they're going to go through the 3/4 inch stock. So let's cut a couple of those. And we're going to want the dowels to be in a straight line, so let's mark a straight line down the middle. Well, let's go ahead and bore out the holes for the dowel pins. I'm using 11/16 Forstner bit. I'm going to do both sides at the same time, so I've got them clamped up so they'll all be even. And I'm using a piece of fiberboard here on the bottom so I don't get chip out on as the bit's coming out of the last piece of wood here. So let's go ahead and try that. Well, the holes are drilled, the dowels are in place, and kind of as a spacer, I just cut a couple blocks. We'll put that there, glue those in. See what it'll look like. We'll square that up. Some of these were tighter than others, so I'll have to see whether I want to glue these in or not. Let's see how it holds some lids. You know, I could... Yeah, I might have to move this block up so that gives me more clearance for the lid. Can take it out, yeah, no problem. Huh. Simple enough. I'll let that dry. Come back and sand it, pull out the other pegs, see what we have. I used a waterproof glue for this application in case the lids get wet or something, water drips down in there. And I cut some little feet just to raise it off of the deck. So we'll glue those on. Now we'll paint it, and I believe the neighbor said the pots and pans were blue. So we'll paint it blue. And besides, that's the only paint I have. Well, there you have it. A very, very quick and easy project for my neighbor. A pot lid holder. I think it'd best go this way. He wanted it this wide so it can fit in his bottom drawer or bottom shelf, bottom cabinet this way, and then he could just pull them out, or she. Again, simple, quick, what I had in the shop. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next project.